Hi YouTube, in this video I'm going to be talking about the Avène Intense Protect Sunscreen. This is SPF 50 broad spectrum sunscreen that covers both UVA and UVB. It also covers against blue light, so if you're someone who struggles with persistent hyperpigmentation, if you're someone who really wants to make sure that your skin is protected from blue light, I highly recommend that you look into the sunscreen. It's one of the best sunscreens out there. This is fragrance free. You can use this for all members of your family. So you can use this on babies. You can use this, on yourselves, on your face, on your body. I like to use this particularly on my face because it is a bit pricey. I got this from Care to Beauty. It was around $36, but I got it on sale. So they do have sales very often where I think I ended up getting it for $24, $25. You get 150 mils of product. This is fragrance free. There's no nonsensical ingredients. There's all these UV filters that will really work together to give you broad spectrum sunscreen protection. Now I'm going to talk about various features of this sunscreen. Unfortunately, this sunscreen, I'm going to do an application. Unfortunately, this sunscreen does leave a very shiny look to the skin. So if you're someone who doesn't like that or finds that hard to work with, this is not the right fit, just because you want a sunscreen that you can use consistently, like every day. I really love this sunscreen when I'm looking for, solid protection. I don't really care what I look like, because it is hard to work with makeup. When I use an adequate amount, I notice that it's very hard for makeup to sit there on my skin. I find that it's hard to not disturb the filter that the UV, like the sunscreen forms. Like, it's just hard to work with if you want to use a lot of this and also use makeup. But there is a little bit of a white cast, so depending on, you're supposed to use lots of sunscreen, but this does leave a little bit of a white cast on my skin tone. I have Fitzpatrick Fort skin color, so I think if you have darker skin than me, you might find this really hard to work with. If you have lighter skin than me, you should totally be fine, because this is not a disfiguring white cast on me. All right, so this is what it looks like. It's not, you can kind of see the shininess, you can kind of see the white cast of this sunscreen, but it's nothing that's like, I will keep purchasing this for as long as this exists, unless they add more UV filters. Like, I am not going to move away from this sunscreen. I think there is a lot of good in the sunscreen, despite the few not so great aspects. For example, the white cast and the oily, greasy look. This, I think people with, again, hyperpigmentation, if you have stubborn hyperpigmentation, if you did laser treatments, if you've done acid peels, this is the one you should go for, because this is not going to irritate your skin while also, give you long, like, broad spectrum protection. And it's very, it just sits very comfortably on the skin. You will look more shinier than using other sunscreens, and it may give you a white cast, but in terms of the protection, this is really, like, it does what it's intending to do. And I think that for the budget, it's pretty good. Like, you get a ton of sunscreen. If you look at the La Roche-Posay one, even with the newest filter, like, you only get 30 mils of product, and it's like almost $30, which is $1 per milliliter. So this is much more cost effective. I also think that people with dry skin are going to enjoy this, because this feels very moisturizing to the skin. I've noticed that when I use this sunscreen consistently, my hyperpigmentation does improve. But mind that I'm also using azelaic acid, niacinamide, alpha-arbutin, and tretinoin, in my skincare routine on and off. Like, I switch them over. So I don't use them every single day, but I use them multiple times in my routine, and I've been using them over the years. So I've noticed like this can really improve your sun protection. So highly recommend it. And if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. One thing I want to talk about before, because I totally forgot, it is water resistant. Um, I think there is no information on the website about the water resistance of this. Um, yeah. And that's all for my video today. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and I will see you next time. Thank you.